Hey, Telltale. I was part of a cult from about age 8 to 25, and even though I'm not part of it anymore, it feels wrong not to have somebody like manipulating me or abusing me all the time. And this has actually led to me starting toxic relationships with people. And I know this feeling of shame is not from like a higher power or a cult leader, but it just feels wrong that I'm not serving anybody because that's all I've known my whole life. And I was wondering if you could help somebody like me who never really developed their own personality and had only the cult personality. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Sorry, guys. There's a cat sitting down in my lap right now. Appreciate the phone call. Really interesting question. I noticed a similar problem with myself where I would find myself praying for no reason, or when I was little, I was afraid of the dark, as all kids are. And my mom told me, if you just say Jehovah's name, it makes the demons shudder and Satan can't get you. There are demons in your bedroom, she said. They're there. They're not monsters, they're demons, and they're watching you at all times. Which, by the way, is also the reason why I never spoke my greatest fear out loud, because then Satan would hear it and he'd make it happen. But that's a story for another day. As a result, I would walk into my pitch black room being afraid of demons in there, saying Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah over and over again, because I believed that it would protect me from demons. And growing up, getting a lot older, that behavior was programmed into me. My mom used to give us a tackle box, like, a fishing tackle box with a flashlight and a Bible in it. And if we had a nightmare, we were supposed to open it and start reading the Bible and we'd be protected. She believed that we were particularly susceptible to Satan's influence because my dad used to practice black magic when we were little, like before he was a Jehovah's Witness. Like, give me a fucking break. Are you kidding me? Like, none of this is real. It's so absurd to look back on now. But as a result, that shit was programmed into me from a very young age, and I have struggled my entire life to get past that. My entire life to not worry that there were demons in my bedroom or whatever. Once I became an atheist, all that pretty much fell away. But the desire or the program to continue saying Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah constantly, or praying before I went to sleep or whatever, that shit was still there and is still there to some degree. It's a challenge to get past it. But with time, I have managed to. So give it time and do your best to work those feelings out of yourself, because it's not right. They don't belong there. They were programmed in. It's not part of your authentic personality. Now, as far as finding what your authentic personality is, that's a little bit more complicated. I would recommend you find some kind of a hobby that interests you, some kind of anything that catches your interest, something that you can do and explore that area. In my case, it was retro video games. I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I've never actually shown my collection on my channel before. That's my game collection back there. I found a hobby that I absolutely love, and I have spent an ungodly amount of time building that up over so many years, getting behind those shelves and running wires and connecting little cheap like $10 LED strips that I cut apart and built wire sets for and everything. That entire collection honestly isn't even worth that much. Like, most of the games in there are 25 cents from Goodwill. It's all in the amount of time and care that I put into displaying them. That's a hobby that I really care about, that I really love, that has taken up a lot of my time, like all of my free time over 5, 6, 7 years has gone into building this up because I absolutely love it. The point is, explore your interests. Explore what keeps you going. Find what would keep you going. You've got to figure out what gets you interested, what catches your attention, and explore it. There are no more cults in your life to define what interests you anymore. That's your job. So figure it out now that you're free to.